Yeah. Where are you from? Sperm. I just want to call you Sperm. Yeah, it's too hard for me to pronounce the.
My brother, what is this?
Well,
Just the simmer.
Yes, Mr. Seaman. Where? Are you?
it's Spiros and it's Italian.
Hey, thanks for that.
And I am
Fucking easy.
American, but I am first generation Italian off the boat. Italian was my first language, and that's why I'm in Spiros.
Oh, so you are. Oh, that's very interesting. So you illegally immigrated to the United States.
Sure.
Or is it different? Because you said off the boat. And
Yeah, that
is
means,
it boat or plane?
parents-
Boat or plane?
My parents were born in Italy.
Oh, okay, then they illegally immigrated and they made you a citizen by making you born in the United States.
Yep.
Wonder. That is cool, man. So, how did your? Can you ask your parents? Are you around your parents?
No, they're dead.
They're dead. How did they die?
Cancer.
Both.
Yep.
Is it contagious?
Maybe, who knows?
What kind of cancer was it? Was it breast cancer and prostate cancer?
My brother,
prostate
my
cancer
brother.
for my father, and breast cancer, lymph node cancer, brain cancer, lung cancer, and bone cancer for my mother.
Yo, was your mother working in a plant to make nuclear weapons?
No.
Yeah, my good. Yeah, my
Oh
brother.
my goodness.
Rated cool way.
Yeah, bubuti.
Because it's little more.
Yeah, I mean, jabul ngabo sobale modi. Spam buti.
Yeah, sorry.
So, Kebre, I'm just going to call you X's. Do you get out of the house?
Yeah.
Wait a second, I'm very curious. How is it that are you and your wife sitting next to each other on two separate computers just gaming?
No, currently she's in Canada right now.
Does she live there and you live in the United States?
No, we both live in the United States, just she's in Canada right now.
Oh, okay. Is it business?
I guess you could say that.
I guess I can say that. Is it a funeral or something?
Guess you can also say that.
Oh! Are you telling me that someone in the family died that was related to the mafia, which is the business part?
You could also say that.
Oh.
Sounds pretty fucking logical to me.
It's logical having sex? I do not understand it.
What? Where did sex come
And this means it was logical was fucking, so I assume.
Hey, Lithuex, where are you from?
Straight.
Oh, dear Lord.
No.
Oh, no,
No.
Oh, no, we have a prisoner in the ventrilo, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, no.
We must not do this. Man. Yeah. Australia is a very respectable. I mean, country.
Yes, very respectful. Unfortunately, the history is a little subpar and very confined, if you know what I mean.
Better than fucking Africa's history.
No, actually, you could say it is.
Very much.
If you think it's.
much.
Go ahead, man.
Based in the art-soaked continent of disparity and poverty. Would very much like to share secrets of disease and poverty with you. So our continents can become as one. You see?
It's very noble.
You know, if you think that having a history of, you know, colonization and oppression is better than a bunch of prisoners dumped on an island to survive, sure, I think your country's history is much better than.
Yeah, I agree.
Positive, a meta perspective. Let's see, Zimbabwean history. Let's see, number one. You run around in loin clothes with equals, spears, chucking the spears. Then the what Shaka Zulu kills everyone, conquers everyone, rapes all our people. The white man comes and rapes us. They take the land, and then Mugabe comes and starts taking the land again. So it's very, very rough.
I don't know, my brother. You see, at one point our people were free, whereas the Australian people, they were in bondage and having homosexual relations before they went to their beloved country.
Yeah, but also remember, Africans were all wiped out from northern Africa in the 3rd century from the Romans, in the 1st century. So technically you're a bunch of refugees that got driven out of your country to the very bottom.
You know, that's very funny that you say that, because in theory you are correct.
Carthage was originally the capital of Africa, all of Africa, to Roman.
Do you know how big Africa is?
Oh, I know, but before, Carthage used to own majority of Africa except for Egypt owned part of it, and that's about it.
Do you know how big Africa is?
Oh, yes, I know. And I'm a history major. Carthage owned majority of Africa, had their control over it.
Do you know anything about the Bantu?
This is before that.
The Bantu have been around before Carthage, my friend. Do you know that the Carthaginians were actually Phoenicians and Phocians? Did you know? They migrated to Africa, my friend. They were brown-skinned people. Arabic, actually. The Bantu are black like us. Do you know?
Black! You know the sin, my brother. The black are the jury, the sweet are the juice.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes.
Now tell me, because you know, it's funny because Africa has never been a united country in a continent sense. So how is it possible that Carthage, which owned Tunisia, and you know, you have this little small portion of northern Africa, how is it possible that they owned the majority of Africa?
Because they're the only civilized nation in Africa.
Oh, that makes it so that they own the whole of Africa.
Pretty much, yeah.
Woof. I wish I could see your professor that taught you history, because I would probably backhand him in slave.
You'll get a quest at the start of the zone, and you'll have to talk to the 2 faction recruiters. And if you keep doing quests for one side of the fight, then you'll get to choose them, and yeah, I'll keep giving you quests.
And then you can become in bondage like the Australian ancestors.
Pretty much. I mean, if that's the road you want to take, there are multiple roads you can take in the game. I mean, you can get in bondage. Or you can just...
Professor Lamos. Because it's cool way, Professor.
I can see him rolling down a hill into a
Professor cool way.
Spurious, where did you graduate this history degree from?
Where I graduated from? Oneonta University.
What community college? I'm sorry.
No, it's not community college.
Oh, I see. Well, it's very fun.
Run. The fucking mobs are raping my face.
Oh. Oh man.
People are raping your face? What?
Oh, this is very disappointing, you know.
Hey, Sarah. Sarah, woman, girl, the only woman in the chat.
No, Sarah, you know, I feel like you are very aggressive towards us. Are you racist or something? I mean, you are very aggressive towards us since you came into the Ventura. Do you not like the black meat? What is this? Oh no.
You know, most racist people are afraid to confront it, so they ignore.
Yes,
I think she's...
Kawabe,
Cabrexis, your wife is racist.
Oh.
I know.
Oh no, man.
No wonder she is separated from you and is living in Canada now.
Mm.
Is she a feminist as well? She sounds 90.
What? No.
I don't understand why she's so grumpy. You know, you are sitting here playing a video game. Oh, these posters to it is obscene and posters to be so angry playing a video game.
She's probably on a period where her menstrual cycle is coming to a close and she's no longer able to give.
How the fuck old do you think I am?
Oh, the racist.
Right from the mouth of Buffalo, eh?
From this sense, the heifer.
Yeah.
Are you very old? Are you just old?
Oh, I'm ancient. Like, I could have grandkids right now.
Yeah, no, she
Kind of
reminds
sound
me
like...
of it. She's very snacky, very snacky. I do not understand these hostile needs.
She's the attitude of a racist old Afrikaner. Tell me, do you work out as well? And I don't mean typing on your keyboard. That's not a work.
No, I don't mean chasing after black men either. This is a... Yes.
Do you work out, Sarah, racist old woman?
You know,
What?
did you play a part on the Golden Girls? You know, I've heard you are a very good actor on the show. It is very popular. I'm very
I said you work out,
yeah.
exercise. Sarah. Let me ask your husband. Oh, good. Do you work out? Do you exercise?
Occasionally.
Oh, this answer is not good. What is this occasional? Is it like once a month?
Only when I go to visit my husband.
To visit your husband? So wait, what do you mean visit? Like you do not live with?
I think we just went over this. But I'll repeat it because you seem a little slow. I'm in Canada. He's in the States.
Yes, imagine me calling you slow. This English, listen. This is my third language. I know Afrikaans, Zulu, and English. And you call me slow. You talk, listen to you. You talk, everything you say is a question mark behind it. It's not making any sense. Like everything you say is a question. I do not understand this.
I don't mind it when these people say we are slow, whatever. I don't care. English obviously is not our first language, so it does not make. So Sarah, so wait, yes, we went over it, but your husband said that you both live in the United States. However, you say you only work out when you visit your husband, which leads me to believe that you guys do not live together. In fact, you live in Canada, he lives in America, and you visit each other once in a while. Is this the truth?
No, that's only right about now.
Oh, so you used to live with one another, correct?
Yep.
How long have you guys been married, and how long have you lived together?
Almost a year married and about 2.5 years together.
Oh, so why is it you moved to Canada? Your husband here said it was because of business, a funeral, and because the mafia was after this funeral. But I think it's preposterous. So why are you in Canada?
Why do you think I'm in Canada?
To see another man.
I guess you can say that.
Man, is your husband in here? You are so. I mean, you do not even get off when he accuses you of cheating on your husband. Are you the kind of woman who likes to sleep around the tribe, if you know what I mean? No, this is very strange to me because at least in South Africa, you know, I mean, if you told a woman, if you were accused of cheating, she would take off her necklace and start beating you on the street. You know, I do not understand why.
Yes, we cut off the clitoris.
No. Oh, yeah, what? No, man.
It's true, man. Where my part, probably not in the east, but in the southwest, we do this, man. We cut off the clitoris.
Listen, man, we are not barbarians.
No, man, it's the right thing. Listen. We beat the homosexuals. We beat them in the street. We cut off the hand of those who steal, and we cut off the clitoris of the adulterer.
No. I want my woman with the clitoris included. I do not want the.
Yes, but you see, it's everyone. They all come with it included in the package. But if they are unfaithful to the husband, we cut it off, man. They don't deserve it. It is sick. They are using it for perversion.
This is a very ancient and what I like to think is a gone tradition. But yes, it was done, unfortunately.
Probably this man who believes that Carthage owned over 5,000 miles of land all the way to South Africa, or should I say like 20,000, perhaps this man could attest that yes, this is the right thing to do.
You know, I think I agree with my brother.
You gotta understand something, you know, a bunch of tribes hanging around in bushes ain't civilized. Don't own anything.
Why are they not civilized? They're as civilized as you eating steak on a Sunday night.
You know, all tribes are very civilized. I mean, do you know that warfare in southern Africa was very civilized? Almost no one died because it was very friendly. They would chuck the spears, at each other, and then no one would die. It was very friendly. The spears were not deadly. Then Shaka Zulu came along, and then everyone died. So, for the most part, you know, it was pretty civilized.
Yes. So, Spurious, you believe that Carthage owned all of Africa, all the way to southern Africa.
They controlled it, yep.
So if they controlled it, why is it that Rome just went and won the Battle of Zama, then sieged Carthage, and it was all over? Why wouldn't Carthage retreat back to the other cities in their massive continent-wide civilization? Perhaps it's because they only controlled land in northern Africa. This is the correct assumption.
No, when the Romans destroy a culture, they do it perfectly.
I'm sorry, repeat that.
The difference between...
When the Romans conquered a culture, they made sure they dispersed it and destroyed it completely to the point where if they did rebuild, there wouldn't be much considered anything.
And so that's why Rome... that's why we have remnants of Rome in southern Africa and everything.
30-mile area around Carthage, they sold salt into the soil so you can grow crops again.
So that explains why we have Roman architecture in southern Africa, right?
No, Rome only takes what they value. They didn't think it was valuable. They just want to get rid of an enemy.
Ah, right. So, I mean, if Carthage owned all of Africa, why would they just destroy it after their little tiny city on a tiny little area of all of Africa was destroyed? Why is it that they didn't rebuild?
If you know your history, actually Carthage rose from the ashes 3 times, and then finally Rome said enough is enough.
Right, so then where did Rome strike again? Did they strike all the way in Johannesburg? What you're saying is preposterous, that Carthage owned all of Africa. If they did this, they would have countless resources that they could draw from to take over the entire world. Did you know? Yes, I forgot that.
Just because you owned all of Africa, or look at the Romans. They owned, for a while, they owned all of Europe, except for very, very north parts of Europe, and they only had 16 legions to guard it because the population was so low.
They had 16 legions. You know how many men are in 16 legions?
A legion typically consists of 55,000 soldiers with auxiliary.
And you said they didn't have enough soldiers to control it with 16 legions of 55,000 soldiers in one legion. Not to mention the smaller population limit that they have in the whole entire world then as compared to today, 6.6 billion. Also, Rome gathered all resources from every single part of its nation. They taxed everything to fund their military. They had a professional military. No nation can have a professional military without funds. Especially 16 legions of 55,000 men in every single legion, including auxiliaries. There's no possible way without drawing from all the resources in the whole entire empire. Now, if Carthage drew from its entire continent-wide empire, and you know how much gold is in the whole of Africa? Gold, diamonds, ivory, so much resources. Now, if they had the whole of Africa, why is it that they got defeated by a smaller, little tiny Italy, based empire called Rome?
If you know your history, right, Romans almost lost the Carthaginians because they sent a massive army over there.
If I know my history, yeah, I know my history. The Battle of Cannae, for instance.
Hannibal brought 300 elephants over. Now, only like a dozen of them survived over the Alps. He had over 300 elephants, and his forces dwarfed the Roman forces at the time 5-1.
And that's why he was outnumbered 3-1 at the Battle of Cannae. Am I correct? If you know your history, right?
Yeah, well, if you know your history, the Romans almost lost that battle.
Actually, the Romans did lose that battle, if you know your history, right?
No, they withdrew off the field. They lost half their forces.
They lost the battle, am I correct?
They didn't lose the war.
I never said they lost the war. I'm talking about the...
It takes time and money. If you withdraw your troops, the enemy has won. Because to withdraw your troops, it takes time, resources, manpower, money. It takes everything. So,
withdrawing is a tactical move. It's not routing forces. There's a difference between withdrawing and routing.
I want you all to look up the Battle of Cannae. If you don't know how to spell it, Google will spell it for you. What happened is Hannibal, with a tiny force, he was outnumbered 3 to 1. Yes, shut up, Italian. I'm talking. I'm going to educate everyone where you failed to do so. Hannibal, with a smaller force, engulfed the entire Roman army. He funneled them into his center and engulfed them. He slaughtered almost every single person in there. Giant slaughter. It was not a tactical withdrawal. The Romans could not withdraw in the first place. They were surrounded and slaughtered. Surrounded, slaughtered.
If you read the new history that they found, the Romans, with 3 regions, were able to push through at the very end and retreat out. They found documents just recently about that.
So can you tell me the death toll, please? And let's see if it's a tactical withdrawal or if it's a complete smashing.
55,000 Romans died.
55. An entire legion was slaughtered. And you are telling me...
not an entire legion. No. 55,000 Romans were killed, not 5,500.
Oh, thank you for further proving my point. That's even more of a slaughter. Anyway, gentlemen and old lady, the Romans were completely surrounded, slaughtered to bits. The only people who really survived, if you know your history, as our Italian friend is telling us, is a few aristocrats. You have the Scipio line survives, and he comes back and beats Hannibal at the Battle of Zama. Now, my point, without this, you are completely butchering history. By the way, Hannibal never outnumbered any Roman force. In fact, he always beat the Romans when he was outnumbered. And all of his troops were mercenaries. They were all Goths, they were all Germans, they were all Italians. None of them were pulled from Africa, except for his little tiny elephant squadron of 300 and his little tiny group of soldiers that he first started with. Otherwise, his entire force was held by savages from northern Italy. Now, if Carthage had all of northern Africa, what's...
If you know your history, you know a majority of this Carthage army came from Spain, which they owned, and Africa. They recruited Goths on the way up through the Alps, but no way did the Goths ever outnumber his troops originally.
That is preposterous. You know how many men he lost going through the Alps? He lost half of his force. He had to replenish half of his force.
It's not my fault you Africans can't handle cold weather.
Okay, I really don't care. You are proving my point. Thank you. Yeah, so he lost half of his force and had to replenish half and more with Goths, Germans, in northern Italia, tribesmen.
African tribesmen couldn't do the trick.
Okay, I don't care. You are proving that you are wrong. Your history is wrong. Thank you. So much for the history major. And that concludes history lesson number 1 from Lavmo Sibandla. Carthage on northern Africa went through the Alps with Spaniards and Carthaginians, which were not really Africans, they were actually Phoenicians. If you know your history right, is Italian friend is saying. They went up, lost half of their force through the Alps. They gained Italian tribesmen and Goths. They went down, they won battles against Rome. They were outnumbered 3 to 1. But they did not win the war because they did not control all of Africa to pull resources from. End of history lesson number.
No, because Rome decided instead of chasing around your army to strike the heart of Carthage. What's the quickest way to get the enemy out of your lands? Attack their homeland.
Okay, what does that have to do with it? Yeah, nothing, okay. So what is it about this game, Age of Conan, that you all like?
I like it because like I can take things from people that make them very angry, you know, and I control them.
I like the diversity of people that I can meet.
Oh yes.
Yes, it's nice meeting people like. I will come in here multiple times to bash our Italian friend in some more history debate.
Sure,
Yeah, you
boss.
guys can do that in tells, but keep that shit out of bank because it's fucking annoying everyone.
I'm loving it.
As a
Then you can join them in tells. But it's pissing me off.
What is your name in game? Deep Forest 1. What is your name in game?
Who's the deep forest one?
Oh, there's 2 Deep Forest 1s.
I think it's
You
Lithuanian.
are pissing him off.
That's Lithuanian. If it's pissing you off, just mute us, man. You don't have to listen.
Oh, it's not really pissing me off. It's just you guys are a bit loud. I just need to turn you down.
Ah, yes. You know, you have to be loud to assemble the tribe in the morning. You know, you have to get the tribe together so you can get them all on the bicycles to power the electricity.
Fantastic. Well, it's good that you can all work together like that.
Right now, I'm on a bicycle because I have to pedal on the bicycle to power my internet. It's very crucial that I keep pedaling very quickly.
Yeah. We have to do this. My computer is sun powered, solar powered, so it's
The sun beats down on the computer.
Hey, Lithuex, why is it that most Australians look like New Zealanders? All browns.
It's because of the sun in the southern hemisphere. It all just kind of gives us the same looking color skin. Are you talking about Maoris or white New Zealanders? Because Maoris have...
It seems there are a lot less whiteys than there are like actual New Zealanders. Like they look like Southern Islanders.
Well, yeah, they're like the natives.
Just
of
Australians.
New Zealand. Well, for some fucking reason, we pride ourselves on being a very multicultural society, so we have a... Back in like 2003-ish, we had a big influx of, you know, foreign immigrants, and we're constantly getting in refugees from the Pacific Islands and shit. I mean, it's a lot of crossbreeding that gives, you know, white Australians darker skin and stuff like that.
Reading.
How do you feel about the pommy?
I like most palms.
Why is it?
I don't know, most of them are just pretty chill, easy to get along. And it really depends on the person. I could give a shit about where they come from.
Oh, you are one of the only Australians I've heard say good things about pommy.
Yeah, I think a lot of it has to do with cricket. I don't know if you guys know what that is. Well, you should, considering it's from South Africa.
Nah, both of you suck at cricket.
Bullshit.
Hey man, Springboks win everything, you know.
Alright.
Hey, we win cricket, we win rugby. We have not reached soccer skill yet, but we are getting...
They wait to sink their fangs deep into the impala's throat.
Okay.
That is a quote from Shaka Zulu.
Do you play rugby?
Yeah, I play you.
Are you decent or do you suck?
Probably in between.
Oh, you are decently sucky.
Yeah, well, suckingly decent.
No, because sucking is an action.
Yeah. Okay.
And the decent is adjective. Well, anyway, that's very good. I'm happy you are decently sucking at rugby. So, what position you?
I can't fucking remember.
It's all that marijuana that you guys have in Australia.
Pretty much.
You know, I also have another Australian friend that I know. He's not really my friend. We play Total War. You know, Shogun 2 Total.
Fucking love that game.
Oh yes.
Is this
There's do you know anything about the clans that play?
Historically or in the game?
I mean, like, there's clans, like we are a very well-known clan. We are the MBH, Mugabe's Brotherhood, and then there's another clan called Seven Samurai.
Nah, I didn't really play in the clan competition thing. I just did the you know, the progressive online, where you get like vet troops and shit.
Yeah, no, it's not clan competition. We've played Total War since, well, most of us have played since Rome. Our clan was founded at the beginning of Empire Total Wars. We play tournaments for money. But there's this one clan called Seven Samurai that came out of nowhere in Shogun 2. And there's an Australian guy there, and he's on house arrest. So all he does is play Shogun. So I thought you might know this man in a chance. His name is Demon Monk.
His name was what?
Demon Monk. In game, I don't know his real name. I don't want to.
I don't know any demon.
Well, this man is he's a total prisoner in the sense of Australian prisoner. I cannot say anything.
You know, I would like very much to play this man in Shogun. We'll show him how the Mugabe's Brotherhood does things.
I've already shown him, and I've got 2 commentaries up online.
No, this Australian man that is in the current venture.
Oh, this man, lethal. Yeah. Maybe we could teach him a lesson.
I'm sure you could. I didn't really play online that. I fucking with the ping, it takes 3 seconds to, you know, issue my orders, and it takes 3 seconds for the guys to move.
Yeah, Total War does that sometimes.
Yes, internet prison is not that good, I know. A very bad internet presence.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, my brother, I'm getting very tired. I might go to bed. I'm sure it will much pleasure of the inhabitants of this venture, especially the old woman.
Fucking knew you'd say
that we are living.
I knew you'd bring that up one more time before you.
Of course, I'm Mugabe.
Okay, my brother. I'm going to go back.
Oh, yes.
Hopefully Mila has prepared us some.
Yes.
Well, it was nice meeting you all. Calisian of America, Cabrexis of Internet Dating Site.com, Lithuex of Prison Australia, Mugabe, my brother. Robbie, I have not met you yet. Who are you?
I've had my headset off most of the time.
Oh. Well, how are you?
No, I just got back here. What was that?
How are you and who are you?
Well, obviously I'm Rob, and I'm doing fine. How about yourself?
I am doing so good. I'm meeting all of your clan, but I'm leaving now. So I'm saying bye, goodbye. Okay, so I will see you also Rob of Rob, and I will see you Sarah of internetdatingsites.com/oldladymetaphors.net. And I will see you sparers of terriblehistory.com and butchering the history lessons of Africa.org. And I will see you Xerex, the man who loves to live.
Take it easy, sir.
See you guys.
Alright.
Farewell and remember Mugabe!
Oh my god, my throat hurts from
Oh my
laughing.
god.
I wish I could have recorded that.
I recorded like 75% of that shit.
Oh my god, dude, I was laughing the entire fucking time. The top of my shirt is drenched from tears.
So, who are they? What's that character's name?
The Mugabe and guild.
Yeah, it's Mugabe and his brother that plays on Tyrion. I couldn't tell if they were kidding or if they seriously are African or what. Once they pulled out the history shit, I was like, damn, maybe.
I don't know, dude. At the start, they sounded like they were trying to do a fucking Russian accent or something.
Yeah,
I thought they were
at first they
Russian.
sounded Russian, then they like slipped into French, and then they settled on African.
Yeah. That second guy, one didn't talk that much, sounded a bit French. Or while he was trying to do his accent, he was
I
sounding
don't
French.
care. That shit was probably the funniest thing that's happened all week.
Yeah, that was pretty fucking.
I didn't laugh that much from.
I didn't either.
I laughed more from that fucking stoner guy thinking the NPC was a fucking.
Yeah, that was, yeah.